guys, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Lily, I'm 15 and I'm a musician from Grantham. So today I'm going to be doing 11 things nobody tells you about being a young musician. This video was requested, so I've come up with some stuff. I'm going to be reading them off my iPad. So yeah, let's get into it. Anyway, so number one is people stop being impressed really quickly. Obviously at first when you tell someone that you play an instrument or you sing, their initial reaction is, oh my god, that's so cool, will you play for me, how long have you been playing, because that's just what a normal person would ask and say. But after that initial conversation, no one actually cares that you play and that you perform. It's genuinely just about carrying on with what you love. No one actually judges you for it, no one has a particular interest. It's just, oh yeah, for example, Lily sings, she's good at it. Okay, so number two is people always assume it's a hobby rather than a passion. Obviously we're young, I'm 15, I've been into music since I was 10 or 11. I mean, it's always been a massive part of my life, but since I was maybe 10, I've been going on, I want to do music, so I carried on with it. But it's always a lot of, oh, they really enjoy this, it's a lot of fun for them, rather than this is something that they want to base their career around, they want to base the rest of their life on. Okay, so number three is being a musician involves way more than just making music. You might spend ages recording a cover and then you've got to film it, edit the video, edit the clips, make a thumbnail, write a caption, post it, promote it, put it on all your platforms. It's a lot of work, and something that you thought may take you an hour, it's now 3 o'clock in the morning and you've got no sleep, but at least you've got the content to post. Leading on from that, number four, not everything you post is going to do well. Like, I know personally I can put hours into a video, genuinely love it, and then it gets maybe 100 views, which compared to other musicians out there, it's obviously a bit underwhelming, but then maybe a funny cover or something that I do with my band that we've just put together within 10 minutes, it will do so well and it'll get so many more views. So you do really learn to not measure by the numbers and rather just look at what people are enjoying, if that makes any sense. Number five is being good at something doesn't mean it has to consume your life. I think there's a really big stereotype around people who do music specifically, that if you're passionate about it, you're practicing 24/7, you're not like going and seeing your friends, you're not seeing your family, you're not doing well at school. But once you've built up a skill, a lot of it is muscle memory, and you can put something together so quickly that you don't need to be taking so much time. Obviously the initial learning your instrument, it's going to take up time, but I know me personally, I play piano, guitar and I sing, and then a lot of those skills switch on to other instruments, so I find myself being able to play bass and ukulele, things like that. I don't spend hours learning bass, learning ukulele, because all of these skills are transferable and they move along across. So I've just got my mock results back and I've been getting 7s and 8s in the majority of my subjects. So it's not that I'm practicing so much on my instruments and falling behind, because I would spend any free time I have after school, after seeing my friends and after family, on my instruments, and that's how I balance it personally. Number six is being surrounded by talented people can be motivating and intimidating. Playing with people who are really good can make you push yourself, absolutely. I know when I've been in younger years and I've been looking at the older people and I've been like, I want to be like them, and I pushed myself and pushed myself. I'm that older person now. Like, there's no one else at my school, because I'm in my final year, that I can look up to rather than other people in my year, but there are very little singers in my year group. It's a lot of guitar players, bass players, who are absolutely incredible, let me put that out there. But at the same time, it can cause a lot of comparison. I wonder if I'm good enough because this person's absolutely amazing at this instrument and I'm not as good as that, because obviously it's not my main one. My main one is singing, followed closely by guitar. I am not the best guitar player in the planet by any means, but I can play enough to get me posting covers and accompanying myself and playing rhythm in my band that I have. You can be so proud of how far you've come and still have moments of self-doubt, and that's normal and you can't get around that. but it's the way we improve and the way we grow. I've performed so many times, and the nerves, they genuinely don't completely disappear. I'll have performances in front of school where I'll be like, okay, easy, done. I can do performances in town, okay, easy, done. But then when I'm surrounded by people maybe that I'm closer with, I start to get anxious and nervous, and that's a really weird comparison in my opinion, because I would have thought, performing in front of people I don't know is scarier than people I do, but that's just how I am personally. There is obviously always the fear of forgetting something, messing up a note, missing a cue, or making a tiny mistake that the audience may not even notice whatsoever, but obviously you're the performer, you know what was supposed to happen, and you're just like, oh my god. And it can literally feel like the end of the world. The amount of mistakes I've made, where people haven't even noticed that I've made the mistake until I've gone, oh. So it is really about playing it cool, just don't let people know that you've made a mistake. If you can play it off, they won't know. Genuinely. I had to learn that, and I still need to learn it. I still will panic, but I know how to pull it back now. There are so many hidden costs. It's so much more expensive than you would think. Obviously, lessons and learning your instrument cost money, and I started off teaching myself everything. I taught myself my basic chords, my basic tabs. I was singing by myself for years, and then I moved on to my lessons to help further develop everything once I knew it was something I wanted to carry on with. But that's not just the expensive part. There's always the equipment, there's always the money that we've got to pay to get into events, the money that we need to transport stuff. And a shocking amount of that can also be backstage snacks and drinks. I know for me personally, whenever I do a performance, I'm always making sure I'm buying people that are performing with me drinks and snacks, because that's just something I do. I know that if I've not eaten or if I've not drank, I start to panic. So I always buy enough for everyone. And there's also equipment, like my dad has so kindly just bought me my own sound system, which was quite expensive. But obviously after it's now been 5 years of me having a passion for music and knowing that I'm going to go to college or sixth form to do something with it, it was an investment that we felt was necessary. But I'm obviously so lucky because I didn't need it, but I'm so happy that I'm in a space that I could get it. Number 9 is you cannot tell who's going to be talented and who's going to be nervous. Genuinely, some of the people you least expect to be ridiculously talented will be some of the most amazing performers that I know. I know there's a boy at my school who you wouldn't look at him and feel like, oh, he's an amazing piano player. He rocked up to rock school to join the band one time, and I was like, oh, I didn't know you play an instrument. He gets on the piano and he's insane. And I was just like, oh my god, how haven't I known this? And then the same goes in respects to nervousness. My best friend is the chillest person on the outside that I know, right? She plays bass, she plays guitar, she sings, she's in my band. Chillest person I know. I have seen her lose it because she's been worried about performance, but you wouldn't expect it. And she keeps her cool well, don't get me wrong. I think only me and a certain amount of people have seen her, stress out about it. But it's so normal, and it's just, you never know, and it's something that you've got to learn with people, because you learn that, you're not the only person who's anxious. Number 10 is sometimes you get barely any preparation. You can agree to a gig and get the details, and then it's basically turn up and do it. Not every opportunity offers sound checks, rehearsals weeks in advance. Sometimes you just have to turn up. So once you've got your skills, it's a lot of, you have to learn how to be comfortable adapting and figuring things out quickly and trusting the skills that you've built, rather than panicking and saying no to an opportunity because you're scared. I mean, me and Ziggy will have days where we'll get a call and say, do you want to come to the studio today and record some things? And we're like, we've not practiced anything. Give us 40 minutes and we're there, and we've got a whole set of songs ready to record. And I'm really lucky that I have someone who's down to do that with me, and that I can go and put myself in these places. And number 11, our final one, is start sooner and don't let people decide what you are capable of. I was always told I was too shy to get up and perform, and I listened to that for a really long time until I was like, no, this is something I want to do, I'm going to do it. I would have never pushed myself into the opportunities that I've got now currently. And being shy doesn't mean you can't perform or put yourself out there or even become confident. I was one of the shyest people that I knew, and now I will go and perform and it's nothing to me. Sometimes you just have to start before you feel ready in order to just have fun. It's literally all about having fun. I wish I'd started sooner, so if you want to do music, just start, because you shouldn't have to wait until you're confident. Okay, so those are my 11 things that I wish I knew before being a young musician and what people don't tell you about. If you have any more questions, make sure to DM me, drop them in the comments and let me know. Keep going with who you are, put yourself out there. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, follow me on my other platforms which will be in the description, and keep updated if you want to see more of me. Bye!